In this lesson, we will overview the different file types available on the camera. In your camera settings, there should be different options, including JPEG and RAW, that are related to the type of file format used to digitally store your picture as a file. Both JPEG and RAW are digital picture file format. Shooting in RAW allows you to maximize the amount of information your camera captures when taking an image. RAW files are usually quite large in terms of file size, so this can be something to consider if storage space is an issue. Common RAW file types include .NEF files for Nikon, .CR2 for Canon, and .ARW for Sony. JPEG compresses this information, which lets you take photos of smaller sizes at the cost of some image quality. JPEG files are also more recognizable by apps than RAW files. With most RAW files, you will need to process them first using editing software to process the raw light information before being able to post these images online. So let's look at the settings from the camera menu. Usually there will be settings that let you take RAW or JPEG only, or a combination of RAW and JPEG, meaning your camera will create 2 files per photo. So depending on your post-production workflow, you will need to consider whether you want to shoot in RAW or JPEG. If you're planning to post photos straight out of your camera without doing much or any touching up, it would be unnecessary to shoot in RAW. But if you want the best quality and most flexibility with editing, RAW is the way to go. We will talk more about post-production in the last lesson of this module. One more thing to note is that often RAW files aren't previewable depending on the codecs or software that encodes/decodes this data installed on your computer. By previewable, I mean in the gallery of your file explorer, whether you are using a Mac or a PC. Sometimes it can be helpful to preview your photos before importing them into your editing software. On newer versions of Windows and Mac operating systems, file explorers might already incorporate codecs to preview these images, but if not, you can download codecs from Microsoft or Apple. Check out the links below. So in this lesson, we have covered the different file types that your camera can produce. Remember, RAW maximizes the quality and information of an image, while JPEGs compress this information but have smaller photo sizes and are more easily read by social media platforms.